The Jefferson Curl is one of the best loaded hamstring stretches out there. The variation that I'm going to show you uses an elevation, a step in this case, and a dumbbell, but you could be using anything that you have at your disposal, whether it's a kettlebell, a barbell, or a weight plate. Sometimes when we train at home, we'll use any sort of object. It's a loaded stretch, which means we do want the weight to assist gravity and help us get deeper into the range. But we don't want to go so heavy that the weight does all the work for us. So depending on our focus, if we want to focus on developing strength in the position, we can work on going heavier and heavier. But it is actually harder to perform the exercise with no weight at all, which means we have to get into the position using contraction of the quads and the hip flexors. I'm going to show you the exercise first, and then I will tell you about a few common mistakes that I've been observing with my students. We're going to stand on the edge of the step with our feet together or just very slightly apart. The knees must be locked. And we want to try and articulate the spine to the best of our abilities, going into flexion and then curling back up, vertebra by vertebra. It's going to look something like this. Common mistakes that I observe are starting the movement from the hips. So this is not a hip hinge exercise, it's a spinal articulation exercise. So we don't want to start going down, keeping the back straight and moving the hips back. Another common mistake is to bend the knees slightly. This changes the stretch. There are other places to do hamstring stretches keeping the knee bent, but this is not the one. We want to actually try and contract the quads as much as possible to make sure that the knees are locked. So we're not going to do something like this. This is going to achieve something different. Other common mistakes, as I said, are just going too heavy too soon. That can be quite dangerous. It's something that we want to progressively build up and not start with a heavy weight altogether. I'm using here a 5 kg dumbbell. You'll find that you'll be able to progress quite quickly, but we don't want to go too heavy too soon.